The country has recorded 43 new deaths in coronavirus in last 24 hours. With the latest figures, the country's COVID-19 death toll has risen to 1,545. 3,412 new COVID-19 cases detected in the same period. The total number of confirmed cases in the country now stands at 1,19,198.
24 ঘন্টায় নমুনা সংগৃহীত হয়েছে 17,563টি
17,563 samples have been collected in last 24 hours, where 16,292 have been tested. 3,412 have been tested positive in last 24 hours. 880 people have been recovered in last 24 hours. Till now, 47,635 people have recovered and 43 people have died. 1,545 people have died so far. Considering the infection, the death rate is 1.30%.
1.30%.
The 14-day lockdown in the capital's East Raja Bazar has been extended for another week. This was disclosed by Dhaka North City Corporation Mayor Atikul Islam on Tuesday. The lockdown started on June 9 in East Raja Bazar. 45 to 50,000 people live in this area. Initially, the number of victims was 39. East Raja Bazar was the first area to be locked down as part of the red zone-based lockdown measures announced by the Health Ministry after an upsurge in coronavirus infections. The government has flagged red zones in another 5 districts and declared general holiday in the areas to enforce lockdowns to stem the spread of the coronavirus. In a notification on Monday, the Ministry of Public Administration detailed coronavirus hotspots in Faridpur, Manikganj, Brahmanbaria, Norshingdi and Kushtia districts. It said that all government, semi-government and autonomous organizations in red zones would remain closed. However, emergency and essential services will remain out of the purview of the order. On Sunday, the ministry issued a similar notification in some worst COVID-19 hit areas of 10 other districts. On June 15, the government said areas marked as red zone by the authorities would be placed under a 21-day lockdown, not 14 days as declared earlier. Country's people have witnessed development whenever Awami League comes into power. This was stated by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. She said this at the budget session in National Parliament. The Prime Minister further said Awami League has been working for the deprived people. Bangabandhu has carried out work to uphold the dignity of the country's people in global arena. Bangladesh Awami League is working to finish the unfinished work of Bangabandhu. She further said leaders and workers of Awami League are working to help people in this pandemic situation. Later, Sheikh Hasina said the founding anniversary of the party is being celebrated in a limited way to avoid public gatherings.
Awami League stands beside people as they remain in power. Honorable Speaker, you have seen our Chhatro League, Jubo League, Sechchasebok League, Krishak League have reached relief goods at the doorsteps of people. The leaders are working area-based. We'll work in this way for the betterment of our people, and it is our pledge to the Father of the nation.
ঠিক এইভাবে মানুষের কল্যাণে আমরা কাজ করে যাব।
Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir has paid homage to the portrait of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu, on behalf of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, marking the 71 founding anniversary of the party. He also paid tribute on behalf of the party. After that, various allied organizations of Awami League paid homage. The party, with a glorious tradition of leading the war of liberation, started its journey on 23 June 1949 at the traditional Rose Garden in Old Dhaka. After that, the Awami League became a popular party in Bangladesh by making important contributions in various historical turning points. Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir has said the party has gained people's confidence over last 7 decades by standing beside them in any crisis. He said this on Tuesday. On the other hand, Information Minister Hassan Mahmud said Awami League is involved in every achievement of Bangladesh.
দেশের প্রাচীনতম এই দলটি আজ মানুষের আস্থা
Awami League, the oldest political party of the country, has achieved people's confidence. The party also achieved love of the people under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. The dream which Bangabandhu saw for Sonar Bangla, that dream is being implemented under the leadership of the Prime Minister.
সে স্বপ্নই আজ বাস্তবায়িত হচ্ছে
আওয়ামী লীগ শুধুমাত্র ক্ষমতায় থেকে
Awami League not only worked for people while it remains in power, but also during this time when the party was not in power, they worked for the people's right.
প্রতিষ্ঠার সংগ্রামে নেতৃত্ব দিয়েছে।
Saudi Arabia has announced to hold the Hajj this year with a very limited number of pilgrims of various nationalities who already reside in the kingdom as the country moves to curb the coronavirus pandemic. The decision to hold it on a limited scale was made due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, Saudi Minister of Hajj and Umrah said in a release yesterday. The decision was taken to ensure Hajj is performed in a safe manner from a public health perspective while observing all prevention measures. The Hajj scheduled to be held in late July is fraught with political and economic peril and comes after several Muslim nations pulled out of the ritual. The decision to limit the event comes as Saudi Arabia struggles to contain a spike in infections which have now risen to some 161,000 cases and more than 1,300 deaths. Industries Minister Nurul Majid Mahmood Humayun has said initiative taken to reach the subsidy money in rural areas for keeping alive and small and medium entrepreneurs. He said this at a virtual seminar on Tuesday.
দেশের অর্থনীতির মূল চালিকা শক্তি হলো এসএমই। এই যে সেটাকে
SME is the major fuel of country's economy, so it should be kept alive. Industry Ministry, SME Foundation, including BSIC have reached in district level to implement the program. In the meantime, if we can create the database, it will be easy for us to connect with them directly, and bank can deal it very clearly.
bank can deal it very clearly.
The United Nations has called on Myanmar to encourage Rohingya to return to their homeland with full security and dignity. A resolution in this regard has been passed in the Human Rights Council of the organization. Myanmar, meanwhile, has rejected the proposal, calling it politically motivated and unrealistic. The permanent mission of Bangladesh in Geneva said that the resolution titled Human Rights Situation in Myanmar was adopted at the 43 session. The resolution was adopted by a vote of 36 to 47 member countries of the Human Rights Council. The proposal praised Bangladesh for providing shelter to Rohingya refugees. The resolution also called on the international community to continue humanitarian assistance until the Rohingya repatriation is completed. In the face of international pressure, the Myanmar government signed an agreement with Bangladesh in late 2017 to take back the Rohingya, but the repatriation has not started yet. That's all for now. For more news, visit dbcnews.tv and visit our YouTube and Facebook page. Thank you for being with us.